Illinois and Texas Tech have announced a home and home series starting this year in Champaign. The Red Raiders will take on the Illini on November 11th at State Farm Center, and then a return trip will happen the following season in Lubbock. This is funny timing because on yesterday's episode of the full episode of the Sleepers podcast, we had a Discord question in the comment section of what home and home would you like to see Illinois announce? And unfortunately, we did not nail this. I think we settled on Kansas as our preferred announcement, but right conference, wrong team. Texas Tech is the pick. This should be a great game this year. Texas Tech projects as a top 10 team in the sport. Illinois projects as anywhere in the teens right now, but would not be a surprise to see Brad Underwood's team end up in the top 10 by the time this game comes around. What's your reaction to this announcement, Illinois and Texas Tech?
Yeah, first, I love any home and home. I'm exceptionally pro home and homes. I just get excited to see that you get the showcase where they're actually going to the campuses, playing true away games and everything. I would also say, like, on the court, from that perspective, both of these teams have are integrating new high upside pieces, but they have some sure things. Like I would say Christian Anderson, JT Toppin. Toppin is like the surest thing in the sport. Christian Anderson is pretty close to a sure thing. But in between those two, you have Donovan Atwell moving up from UNC Greensboro, Tyree Bryan coming up from Santa Clara, Lawan Watts from Washington State. All three of those guys, I think, have the potential. Tyree Bryan, in particular, is one of those guys who I think is really slept on as a transfer when you consider his combination of size and shooting. But then with Illinois, you have Stojakovic and Big T feel like the sure things, where I guess Kylan as well. He's been there for second year now. We know what he is at this point. But there's the upside with like David Mirkovic and Mihailo Petrovic, and we don't know exactly what that's gonna look like, how their translation into the college game. I'm sure they're gonna be good. It's not me saying that. Like they're productive pros. They should be able to handle college ball. But I still think it'll be fascinating to see these two teams like figuring out who they are at this point in the season where both have like crazy high upside with some of these new pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is like the perfect game announcement, I think, at least for this season, but as a series, like 10 out of 10 grade. Great bit of scheduling from Brad Underwood and from Grant McCasland. I love this. I think Michigan just announced a home and home with Villanova. This video is brought to you by NBA 2KLab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well. They're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game. And I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's, that's New
New
York.
York.
Bang.
Where's New Jersey?
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's in Colorado. There's a state of
Is that
Colorado.
this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video. And I like that announcement too. Obviously, that's not as exciting given Villanova's recent couple of seasons, but I don't know. It seemed like it was met from some Michigan fans with a lot of like, why are we doing this? This only has downside. What if we lose? This team's not very good. I want something better. And the
Mhm.
reality is, it's really hard to schedule home and homes with the very biggest programs. Not to slander a school like yours. I don't know if you have any home and homes on the schedule, but
We scheduled one with Georgetown. Like, why are we doing? We should be scheduling it with Illinois. Give me the '05 rematch and give me David Mirkovic and Luka Bogovats, former teammates, going up against each other. Someone from the UNC athletic department, hear me out on this. That would be sick. Make that home and home happen.
it
Back to
would
you.
be fun, but the Blue Bloods are typically a little resistant to scheduling like this. When you're a Blue Blood, you have a little bit of a sense of entitlement to like, yeah, you come to me, right? You want to play me? You want to come to me. You want to go to
Oh,
neutral? I'll go to neutral, right? Duke doesn't like to go on the road. There are some schools that would be afraid of going on the road to State Farm Center, you know?
gee, Where did Carolina play its second game last year?
That I don't remember.
Allen Fieldhouse. They scheduled a home and home with Kansas. Roy Williams used to love scheduling home and homes.
Yeah,
He's
but that's
Gonzaga. Like,
That's like exclusive club. Like you can only get in if you want to vote. You don't like you would
Okay,
never
that's
go to
fair.
Texas Tech. Neither would you, neither would Kansas. So here we are. The point is this is a great bit of scheduling. You got basically the best program out there that I think would be willing to sign up for a home and home trip to the State Farm Center and vice versa. And on an individual basis, look at this game in particular. I think you got a top 10 team that might be the most vulnerable top 10 team in the sport. No disrespect. Carter loves Texas Tech. I don't know how you feel about them, but I think they are this year's Purdue. I think they have three players. I think Lawan Watts is good. Christian Anderson is great. JT Toppin's great. I think everything else is replacement level or worse. And if Illinois is as deep as we think, this is a gettable game for them.
Yeah, I was like kind of out on Texas Tech 2 weeks ago, then listened to Kevin Sweeney try to bring me back in, who has them number 6 in the country. I'm trying to think if I can do a Sweeney voice on the spot. Nah, I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna try
Understood.
it.
What would the line be for this game, you think? Illinois hosting Texas Tech at home. Presumably, Texas Tech will be ranked 5 to 10 spots higher than Illinois by the first week of the season. So, you think Illinois is a home dog? That's not a dog. They're a wolf in this game. What do you think?
Probably say like Illinois favored by 1.5. That's what it feels like to me.
Get the home court bump.
Where are you at with it?
Might be pick 'em. If Illinois is plus money, I'll be aggressively betting Illinois in this spot. And I think that's what I'm hoping for. Like Illinois plus 1.5. Give me plus 115 on the money line. Home dogs are not dogs, they're wolves. Home Illini are not Illini, they're Illini, I think. I don't know. But this should be a good game. If this is a game that if Illinois wins, I think they end up in the top 10 very early in the season because they get some buzz. And it should be fun to watch. We shall see.